Hello everybody and welcome to Hikigaya Season 3 Episode 7 Anime Review. In this week's episode, we continued on the planning. There was some Yukino and Yui stuff at the end, but the most important thing, I think we can all agree, is the out of nowhere rap battle. And the hand gestures. And I was confused. I thought I'd slipped in some kind of alternate dimension where the problems were solved by rapping. It reminded me a lot of the bit in Zombieland Saga where they start rapping. Raps are every anime should have a rap battle in it. I think we should pass this motion immediately. But anyway, let's get into the actual episode instead of just the rap battle because, that's a great thing. I should have wrote down some lines, but I didn't. Let's get into the episode and see how everything went down. Let's do this. We pick up where we left off with your boy, Zamokusa. He's enlisted the help of the gaming club to help. There's a whole 2 of them, so it's not a very big club. I guess the service club's only 3, but hey, you get what I'm saying. Negotiations happen, but it doesn't go too well because Hiki is he's a right Hiki about everything and all that other stuff. Thought they'd freak out because Yui's a girl and, stereotypes, because gaming club. They didn't do that though, thankfully, which is good. Eventually sit down to discuss things properly. This, what does he say? Like, hey, we'll sort it out so that next year there'll be a prom that even you can enjoy, basically. Man of words is Hikigaya. Also, turns out that one of them is Sagami's little brother. You remember Sagami, she was that bitch. From the first? Was that first season? I'm gonna say it was the first season. Gonna say it. Yeah, her little brother. So there's a thing I didn't expect to happen. And then we learn that they really, both of them, really don't like Iroha. I don't know why. Well, I mean, I do know why, but they've, I was going to say they've got the wrong idea. They've got an exaggerated idea of Iroha. Hikigaya, though, your boy actually defends her. He sort of defends her. Does he defend her? We'll say he defends her for her sake. But yeah, they got the gaming club on board. That's the crucial detail here. Very quick planning session now. Yui says, hey, we can't compete directly, so let's just make it a bigger event. How are we going to do that? Well, we'll co-host with some other nearby schools. There's an idea. Including that one that we already have a thing with. And I was like, oh my god, it's going to be the hand guy. I don't remember his name. The hand guy, the guy who gyrates his hands a lot, like this. Probably not like this, but you get what I'm saying. And then they also decide we're going to leech off the captain's committee, use their name to make it seem like we can actually do this. Which, of course, the head of that is Hayama. So getting him on board will either be very easy or a pain in the ass, depending on how it goes. So there is that, but hey. Like I said, just a short planning session between the guys and the gal. There's Yui's there as well. She is helpful. I was going to say she's just there, but no, she's helpful. I think that's fair. Very briefly, happy birthday to Komachi. She is now the age of... Oh boy, is she 60? I don't know her age. I'm going to say she's 16, Komachi, or is she 15? Doesn't matter! Like, I just scared all you Rule 34 artists, but that's fine. Hikigaya goes to meet with the other school. Which other school is it? It's the one where, what's her name's at? Kaori. Is it Kaori? Orimoto, that one. I remember her other name. I should have just gone with that. She's there, and the hand gesture guy, which is good. But Nani, he's not using his big foreign words and stuff, and that really throws Hikigaya off his game, because on the train, he was actually reading up on them, so he'd be able to go toe-to-toe with the dude, which, fair enough, I guess. Instead, this guy's got reasonable points against his plan and why it won't work, and I mean, him being reasonable, that's a Nani the heck moment right there. Like, how do you counter that? And then out of nowhere, and then he's like, okay, we've got to beat him at his own game. Boom, turns into a rap battle. And when I was like, is this real? It got me proper laughing because it was just like, what is happening here? It was great. I loved the rap battle. I thought it was really funny. A brief moment of levity, we'll call it, in a drama-filled, the season's been very drama-filled. I appreciate the chance to laugh briefly at the absurdity of the rap battle. The girls were also sort of looking on like, what the heck is going on? I'm like, I'm with you girls, I got no clue. And then afterwards, I think what they decided on, I got distracted by the rap battle. I think what they said is, hey, we'll talk again next time, and you know, we're not saying no, we're saying let's work on it, basically. And then at the end, I guess that the dude is trying to get with Orimoto because he's like, let's hang out, and she's like, I'm going home. And it's like, feels bad, man. And Hikigaya is like, I wish you luck, for some reason. Hikigaya, of course, does he wish him? We'll say he wishes him luck, you know? She's not exactly been a great, I mean, she's, oh, also, I didn't even mention she was doing her whole cheerleading bit the whole time. We're like, yeah, you said it, yeah. And it's like, okay, oh, you're at like a 10, I need to bring you down to like a 3 right now. That would be great. But hey, their plan's not a complete bust. They return back to the gaming club, the two of them, Yui and Hikigaya, where we engage in the very interesting discussion of what is a yahalo. And I don't know what a yahalo is, but then Hikigaya does the proper, like, oh, what's his name? Gendo Ikari pose with the whole like that, and he's like, I now initiate the yahalo is the name of the, you know, it's our group greeting now, forever and ever, and everything. And they all yahalo, and then Yui is like, no. Stop it. You're ruining my thing. Don't do it. And they were like, okay then, fine. Basic website design we see is just like a photo, and the gaming club are like, oh man, why does it suck? And it's like, it sucks because that's the point, obviously. And also Zymoxa came up with a name, which shockingly, they actually go with. I was expecting an instant rejection, but he came out and I was like, oh, that's kind of normal. That's weird. But no, they go with it. So they've got everything in order, I guess. They're ready to rumble. I mean, they got to talk to Hayama, but other than that, they are ready to rumble, we'll go with. I said the same thing twice. I should have come up with a second thing to say the second time. But hey, what are you going to do? Hiki is on his way to go and see Hayama, but when he spots a wild Yukino, I'm just chilling. She got a drink. What drink did she get? It was a Max coffee. This is crucial information. It probably isn't, but I'm choosing to believe it is. They banter about heat and cold for a bit, which is just nice to see. It's like, oh, they're back to their normal selves, but not quite, actually. He asks how it's going, and, you know, I'm spying on the enemy, yada yada. Justifying himself to her. She says, like, hey, you don't have to go this far, you know, and he has a great reply. He's like, I always go too far, this is normal for me. And it's like, is that a good thing? We'll go with yes, we'll say that's a good thing, but who can really say? She tries to give him her coffee, and he's like, nope. Oh, no, he doesn't nope. He's like, okay, I'll buy you one as well then. And that's what he goes to do. He goes to buy her coffee before things get complicated, which, you know, complications always do arise in these situations. Briefly gets a call from Yui, who then hangs up because she's arrived at them, and I was wondering that something was up, because, like, she called, then she hung up very quickly. That wasn't just the dial going, you know, to the end, which, yeah, but then she shows up and everything. Stops Yukino from leaving and everything. It feels like Yukino is avoiding her. This is all coming to a head, you can just feel it. Yui says that Yukino's wish won't be granted, you know, and then Yukino follows it up by saying, hey, my wish is the same as your wish, so it's fine if your wish comes true, because that's my wish too. And it's like, you're lying, Yukino, that's not your wish. We all know it, we all know what you really want. There's a big hug, and basically Yui says, hey, we'll hang out loads when this is all over. Look at all these things we're going to do. We're going to be together till it's all over. I'm kind of worried at this point that we're going to get the old, oh, Yukino has to move away thing with her parents, which could be where it's going, because they keep saying, like, oh, when this is over, we'll hang out. And it's like, they're not going to get that far, are they? Something else is going to happen. I can just feel it in my bones. Yeah, Hikigaya then, while they're hugging, he's like, there is an easier way of conveying our feelings, but that wouldn't be right, which is why we're going to all this trouble. And it's like, you three are the most pain-in-the-ass teenagers in the world, and I love it. Stop. But no, don't stop. It's great. And that was the end of the episode. It was another good... This episode really flew by to me. Like, I was like, oh, has it been 20 minutes? Jesus, you know? Very fast. Very fast. My brain just automatically goes to the rap battle, which we'll get to at some point. I mean, we've talked about it, but we'll talk about it a bit more. The Yukino and Yui and Hikigaya stuff, it really does feel like it's coming to a head. And I look forward to seeing how they resolve it and if it resolves well for everyone. Because I can't think of too many situations where everybody comes out of that happy. So, who knows? Certainly who knows. So what was my favourite part of the episode? I usually do a big build-up thing, but you could probably tell what my favourite part of the episode was. Of course, it's the stupid rap battle. It is stupid. It's great. I love it. It came out of nowhere, shocked me to my very core, got me laughing. It was great. It was awesome. Love the rap battle. I mean, it was the most chuckles it got from me in a long old time. It was very nice. It was a nice, in all seriousness though, it was a nice break, a relief from, you know, at the end we had more drama with Yukino and Yui and Hikigaya. It's nice just to have a bit of a break, you know, and be like, oh, here's some giggles, you know. Giggles are always good. Anyway, this episode, I said, flew by. Really curious to see how they're going to end it. This feels like it's more understated than most things this season, despite the fact that it's, you know, one of the bigger shows. Feels like it's understated. Don't know if that's just because, I mean, I haven't seen anyone talking about it. Maybe that's just the circles I roll in. But it's awesome. It's great. And I love it. Anyway, thank you everybody for watching this review. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please consider subscribing and stuff for more reviews. That would help me out a lot. I will see you next week for another episode of this. Take care. And bye, guys.